Well, hey there, YouTube. Matt M. Roy back again. Back to you with a unboxing and a test video. For the longest time, we've been trying to get Netflix to play properly on the computer downstairs. Right now, we've been using a Blu-ray player that we purchased very cheaply from Rose's, which is a local discount store. But because the router is in my room and the TV that we're trying to get Netflix stream on is way across the other end of the house, we've had issues with not only signal, but because it's a cheaper Blu-ray player, Netflix cuts out every once in a while. So my dad asked me to find a solution that would work for down there where he could actually stream Netflix and maybe do other things as well. I thought about building a shuttle PC, but the problem is where we're going to have to put the computer is in a little bookshelf, probably no bigger than that one right there. And there is a lot of airflow restrictions in there, so no matter what computer I built, even if I used a micro ATX board and put a bunch of fans in there, I still think that it would run too hot. So this is the solution I came up with, and I'm pretty sure you guys, those of you that watch my channel that also watch The Man, probably have also seen this computer or one similar to it. This is an HP Pavilion Mini Model 300-020 mini desktop. You can get these from Best Buy. We paid $286 for this, so not too bad for what you get. Let me go over the specs. You have an Intel Pentium 4 Intel Pentium processor, not Pentium 4, of course. 3558U. This is a dual-core Pentium processor. Not sure. I believe it's based on like the Core i3 series processors, just not quite as powerful. Remember, this is a home theater PC, and this is all about efficiency. We want to make sure that this won't run too hot. I think that's why they chose kind of a lower end CPU, because anything more would create too much heat. And when I take this out, you'll see what I'm talking about. 64-bit performance. It's got 4 gigabytes of DDR3 memory, a 500 gigabyte hard drive, integrated Bluetooth and wireless, which is very important because we will be going wireless with this, and a HP 3-in-1 media card reader. Uses HD's Intel HD graphics, and it does come with a wireless keyboard and mouse. Now, of course, there's that word that I hate, chiclet, but it is what it is. If you're getting a keyboard in a computer today, that's pretty much what you should expect. It says it comes with a 1-year PC hardware warranty and 90-day complimentary licensed software technical support. Ugh. Boy, is that a mouthful. Basically, that means for 90 days you get free tech support. After that, probably got to pay them like $20 an hour or something to diagnose your problem. So let's go and break this open, and I'll show you what it looks like. Alright, now that I got the top open, we can go ahead and pull it apart. There are 3 different compartments. I guess we can start with this one. This is probably the mouse and all of the cords that are necessary. And yes, it is. Right here we have the power supply. This is a HP, I don't know if I can read it there, 19 volt power supply. So very similar to what you'd find in a laptop. And of course this end plugs into the computer itself. We also have the power cord, the rest of the power cord for that adapter. So that's got to plug into the back of that, just like that. We also have what appears to be some documentation, probably warranty information, and it looks like a quick start guide. Not going to need that. And I am guessing this is the mouse. And yes, it is. Let's see what that looks like. Get out there. Okay. Well, I guess we're reverting to the old style. That is quite literally the squarest, or I guess correctly would be more like a rectangular mouse that I have seen in years. This actually reminds me of the style they used in the original PS2 mice back in the 80s and early 90s. Not sure I'm all that crazy about that design, but we'll see. We'll have to use it for a while and see how it feels. go ahead and put that to the side. Next, I have the keyboard, I'm assuming. And both of these are wireless. It looks like they use some type of wireless dongle, which I think is kind of odd because since this has Bluetooth in it, why would you waste the USB ports? You probably just want to use a Bluetooth keyboard, but I guess they're cheaping out that way. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is definitely a chiclet keyboard. This is like one that I picked up at the thrift store the other day. Yeah, there's not much to say about this. These keyboards suck, and I apologize if I offend anybody with my language, but they just do. I mean, they are the worst things to type on. They have little to no tactile feel. I mean, listen. You can barely hear that you're typing on anything, so it is what it is. I'm going to use these for now, but I think in the near future, I'm definitely going to go ahead and buy him a better keyboard mouse, probably a Logitech or something like that. And finally, last but not least, we have the computer itself. That's right, guys. This is a fully functioning computer. I kid you not. It's absolutely tiny. If I can get it out. Come on. Come on. There we go. All right. So this is the HP Pavilion Mini Desktop. So you see on the front here it says Hewlett-Packard. You have 2 USB ports. What I'm assuming is the power button. Yep. On the side here is your 3-in-1 memory card reader. Top, and have the little HP logo. Pretty much nothing else there. On the side you can see it says Intel Pentium processor. And on the back, you can see we have a Kensington lock port, some ventilation ports, and you are very limited to expandability. There are not too many ports on this. We have the plug for headphones, which is right there. Ethernet, probably 10, 100, 1000 gigabit. 2 USB, I believe those are 2.0 ports. Yep, they would be blue if they were 3. HDMI port, a display port, and the power port for the power brick there, and that is it. Turning to the bottom here, you have some more ventilation ports that surround the bottom. So basically what it does is it sits on the bottom like that, and there's maybe like a quarter inch of clearance there. And I think what happens is the air is either sucked in or blown out that way. Probably sucked in, and then it blows out the back here. So we'll see how hot this runs. I'm hoping that it doesn't have any heating issues. I read some reviews on these, and they are very favorable. You guys can go ahead and pause the video if you want to read that information. It just tells you the product number, model number, and some various other information there. All right, so let's go ahead and hook this up. Now, I had to break out a special cable because I want to set everything up in my room before I bring it downstairs, and the only monitor I have free is this 22-inch Envision one that I picked up at the thrift store. But unfortunately, this does not have HDMI. It only has DVI. So what I had to do is break out a cable I've had sitting in my closet for a while. This is actually a DVI to HDMI converter cable. Now bear in mind, these are great cables, but if you use this cable, you can transfer the video signal, but not the audio signal. So if you were to use something like this permanently, you would actually have to have a separate pair of speakers plugged into the audio port, which I probably won't bother doing up here because when we bring this downstairs and hook it up to that computer, that TV actually is HDMI, so everything's going to be integrated into the TV. So basically, once we have this hooked up, it's going to be this, the TV, the keyboard and mouse. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hook this bad boy up. All right, so I have everything set up, and when I was looking in the box for the mouse, again, I came across this, which is the USB dongle. I believe this powers the keyboard and mouse. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this in, because that might be important. And we'll go ahead and give this a try. Let's go ahead and power it up. Smoke test! So far, so good. And this is running Windows 8.1. I'm going to try to upgrade this to Windows 10 while I have it here. And we should be good to go. Now, I'm not sure if the keyboard and mouse are installed, so they may not work right off the bat. It's interesting. It seems to be loading pretty quickly. And as far as I know, this is not a solid-state drive. This is just a conventional hard drive in here. They did have a model, 32 gigabyte model, which used a solid-state drive, but I figured that wouldn't be enough space, so I opted to go for the conventional 500 gigabyte hard drive. Loaded up to the initial setup screen. I'm going to go and enter in all my personal information, and then we'll go ahead and see what this computer has for full specs. Talk to you guys in a couple of minutes. Now this is interesting. As I'm setting this up, and I've already put in all my information, this screen came up prompting me to upgrade to Windows 10 for free. It says the newest version of Windows is now available. You can get it on this PC for free. If you choose to upgrade, you continue to use the PC while Windows 10 downloads and schedule the installation for the time that's convenient for you. So basically right now it wants me to schedule the installation, which I am going to do. Go ahead and click upgrade, but I want to see if it'll actually do that before it even boots into Windows. I don't think so. It says great, we'll start your free upgrade. Again, downloading Windows 10 and let you know when it's time to take the next step. Learn more at windows.com. Go ahead and click finish. Wow. And as you can see, it came right up to the desktop with the Windows Update screen, and yes, it is downloading Windows 10. So while it's doing that, in Windows 8, I'll go ahead and pull up some information about this computer. Just see if it is accurate what they had on the box. It is a Intel Pentium 3558U running at 1.7 gigahertz with 4 gigabytes of RAM and the 64 gigabyte operating system. Let's see what hard drive is actually in this. I'm going to make bets that this is a Western Digital, but we'll see. Nope, it's an HGST, which is actually an Hitachi drive. Not too happy about that. As you guys know, I'm not big Hitachi hard drive fans, but we'll have to see how that holds up. Display, again, Intel HD graphics. One thing I was curious about are the processors, if it shows 2 or 4 threads. Okay, this is a dual core processor, 2 processors, 2 logical cores, and 2 threads, so that'll be decent. Again, this is going to be used for mainly home theater purposes, you know, streaming Netflix, watching YouTube, so I really don't think he needs any more than this. Uses a Realtek high definition audio device, being that this is a HP. I'm not surprised about that at all. So yeah, this is really a decent computer. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this to Windows 10, and I think I'm going to do a separate video. Once I've upgraded to Windows 10 on this, I'm going to go ahead and put it downstairs, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's all done and in its new home. But yeah, this was an unboxing and a quick review of my dad's new Hewlett-Packard Pavilion mini desktop. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe, and as always, have a blessed day, everybody.